7 things that will drastically hinder your results in CrossFit, coming up now. What's up, you guys? If you're new here, my name is Hudson and my goal is to help you become more functional and fit. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. As well as leave down below in the comments which one was the biggest takeaway for you. Now, with these 7 things, they're in no certain order of importance. They're all very important things, and they're all things a lot of people tend to neglect or not fully understand. So these are going to be your 7 tips of eat right, get more sleep, stretch more. These are 7 things that people tend to not really think of that make a huge difference on how well you perform, how much you can benefit from the time in the gym. So stick around for all 7 tips and let me know which one helps you the most. So getting right into the very first one, and that is not fully understanding the workout. Now, let's say you walk into the gym and the workout of the day is Fran. Fran, for those of you new to CrossFit, is a very popular CrossFit workout, which is 21-15-9 of thrusters and pull-ups. And this workout is meant to be all out, 100% from the start all the way down to the finish, and afterwards you're laying on the floor, sweaty as heck, gasping for air, totally spent afterwards. Now, let's say I have someone that's not as proficient with pull-ups. Let's say the whole Fran, which is 45 pull-ups, would really take them like 10 minutes to get done. They struggle with pull-ups. If that's the case, I don't want them to make this a total of 10 to 15 minute workout when most people are able to finish this workout in 5 minutes or less. So I might have them cut down the reps on pull-ups and cut it down to maybe like 9, 7, 5, but still keep the same amount of thrusters, so that way they can still keep that intensity up and still be able to move throughout the workout. I can do that vice versa. Maybe they're really good at bodyweight movements, they can crush some pull-ups, but they struggle with the barbell. I might have them do this full amount of pull-ups but cut down the reps on the thrusters. That way they're still able to keep that intensity, still keep the main focus and purpose of the workout, and not have themselves fall off and not really get the same stimulant that everyone else in the workout is getting. This can also be applied to, let's say you have a really heavy weight in the workout. Let's say you have a 315 pound deadlift. Some people that might be their 1 rep max, might be over the 1 rep max. So obviously I don't want to have someone do that weight in the workout if that's their 1 rep max. So I would go and check with the athlete and say, hey, I want you to do 70% of your max deadlift. So that way it's still a challenging weight. You might do sets of like 5 to 8 reps at a time, but it's not so heavy you're only doing singles, and it's not so light you're doing like 20 reps at a time. So making sure, whether it's upon the coach doing a better job of explaining the workout, or it's the athlete that should ask questions more and get a full grip of what the point of the workout is, make sure you fully understand what the workout is intended to do to you before you even attack it. Don't just go into the workout blindly, just I'm gonna get reps done. How fast should you go? How slow should you go? How heavy should it be? How light should it be? Should it be really skill intensive? Should it be really fast and sweaty? So make sure you always understand what you should do for the workout before the workout even starts. Number 2 is a really big one, especially people that start to get more proficient in CrossFit, start to do CrossFit for a few years, and that is being content with your technique. Now, just because you can complete a rep, you can do it clean, but it's kind of iffy, sometimes you kind of land on your toes, you kind of catch with the elbows tucked in, doesn't mean that you should always keep doing it that way. You always want to be one-upping yourself and trying to improve your technique and make it more efficient so you can lift more weight, you can prevent injury, you can move faster in a workout, and if those 3 things aren't enough of a enticer for you, then I don't know what to say. But always be focusing on what can you do better to make yourself move better, to make yourself be more proficient and get more results from that exercise. So whether you have a coach, you can ask your coach to take a double look at your technique and get a few more cues on what to fix. Maybe you have a workout buddy that you work out at home with, you can have them watch your technique. Maybe just record yourself more often and then watch yourself and see how you move and compare it to someone else that moves a little bit better than you. Focus on that as well. I feel like that's a big part. People just think I can get the reps done, so I'm just going to do them, and that's what ends up leading to a lot of plateaus, a lot of injuries down the road. You always want to be one-upping yourself. Now, with that being said, you don't want to be super hypercritical and every single time you snatch, break it down and overanalyze. Just give yourself one little thing to focus on once a week, or every other week, or once a month. You don't have to, sit there and spend hours upon hours on watching yourself, because then you're going to drive yourself crazy and then you're going to be all in your head when you're doing the actual lift. Just try to get 1% better every so often to make sure you're on the right track to moving better, to getting more results from the exercise. Now, number 3 is a very big one for a lot of people, whether they are beginners or even advanced athletes, and that is not fully priming your body. What I mean by priming your body is warming up and mobilizing. Now, some people are blessed with really great mobility. They can squat below parallel, no problem. They can do an overhead squat like it's nothing. They have shoulder mobility to do muscle ups and different things like that. Now, just because you can jump into a workout and be able to move okay, doesn't mean your body is ready to do that. If you spent all day sitting in your car driving around, maybe you were at your desk all day for work, maybe at your desk all day for college or studying, your body went from being sedentary for hours upon hours, and now all of a sudden you want to go and put it through an extreme strength piece or workout or exercise. So making sure your body is fully warmed up before you start will put blood to the muscles that need to be working for the exercise. It'll help loosen up your joints. It'll help you prime your central nervous system and get your body actually ready to exert energy and be able to lift heavy weights, as well as allow you to get the mind-muscle connection of actually feeling what muscle you should be using in the exercise. It's very easy, just go through the motion, kind of just do some squats and do some push-ups, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm getting warmed up, but you're not actually thinking about what muscle groups should be working at the time. So if you have squats going on, don't just kind of just do some air squats and just take your time. Think about how you're moving. Think about or feel your muscles actually activating and turning on, and feel your glutes and hamstrings and quads. And if you're doing that, then your body's ready to go and everything's primed to do whatever workout or exercise you have to do for that day. But really quick, let's say you're short on time, you're running into the gym during open gym, you're like, okay, I got 30 minutes to get in a workout or 30 minutes to do a strength piece. If that's your situation at the time, then just make sure you're taking plenty of jumps to warm up. So let's say, for example, you have to warm up for a workout that has 225 power cleans in it. Don't go empty bar, 135, 225 and hit it, because that is not enough time to get your body ready and primed for that exercise. Maybe you do empty bar, then 95, then 135, then 185, then 225. But people go and think, oh, the more reps I do, I'm just gonna waste energy. No, the more reps you do, the more body's gonna be ready for that exercise and actually help you move faster and get more work done in that time frame. So always be conscious of getting your body warmed up and ready, even if it's just a couple extra warm-up sets of whatever exercise you're gonna do in your workout, but at least make sure you're focusing on that and not just jumping gun-ho into a workout. For number 4, we have people that are inconsistent with their attendance to the gym. This one is, a big topic because a lot of us are just busy. A lot of us have lives outside the gym. Obviously, we have families, we have work travels, we have lots of other hobbies we have to attend to, which is totally fine and understandable. But if you go to the gym one week, once or twice, and the next week you're like, I'm gonna ramp it up, I have some days to make up, so you're gonna go 6 or 7 days of the week, that's not how your body works. You can't just make it up that way. Your body's not able to all of a sudden go from being sedentary a bunch to then just ramping it up and doing 7 days straight. Your body still needs to recover, it still needs to rest, that way it's able to recuperate and get stronger and faster and get ready for the next workout. So that's the first thing. I would highly recommend picking time frames or days that you can commit to going to the gym and being consistent with. So let's say after work, sometimes you have happy hours, sometimes you have meetings, maybe sometimes you have to go and your kids' soccer practice, whatever it is. Tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna make it to A, B, and C days, A, B, C, D days, whatever your commitment level is, and then if something happens to where it's like something's gonna interfere with your commitment level, I bet you your gym has a 5 a.m. or 5:30 class where you don't have anything going on at that time. I bet you your gym offers open gym in the middle of the day where you can go during lunchtime and get your workout in. Make it a priority to stay committed to whatever you're able to commit to, and then if little tweaks come here and there, try to do the best you can to work around those things. But going back to that example of hitting it hard for 7 days straight and then only going 2 weeks the next week, imagine you went and studied for a day and you took 6 days off, you didn't study again. Then you studied for a day, then took 6 days off. You wouldn't get any results from that. You would forget everything you did. Your body would not see any results from hitting it hard once and then taking a bunch of time off. So spreading it out, even if you can't commit to 5 days a week, if you can't commit to 4 days a week, just commit to whatever you can commit to, and then if you maybe go extra, because your week times open up during the week and you're able to make it more, that's a bonus. Now, number 5 is a huge one, and that is being overly competitive. There are some people that just smell blood in the water, and every time they go to work out, they feel like they're a 19-year-old kid in college again, and they just want to go hard and hit it with everything they have, especially when they see their buddy in the class, and their buddy's able to really push in that workout, and they try to hold on to that pace. The first person you should be competitive with is yourself. Just trying to get 1% better every day and try to be better than the person you were yesterday, person you were last week, person you were last month. So don't always focus on, dang, Tom beat me during today's workout, because at the end of the day, that's irrelevant. Who cares how fast or how slow Tom goes if you're not getting any better? If you're pushing yourselves and then you die 5 minutes into a 20-minute workout and then you get nothing out of the other 15 minutes, then it was all for nothing. The competition is nice. There'll usually be a couple people, that go to your gym that are similar fitness level to you that you can kind of, compete with, and you guys are kind of back and forth with. But don't just go and try to beat everyone in the class every single time. That's just going to lead to disaster. Maybe one day you come into the gym and the workout's in your wheelhouse. It's all your favorite movements, all things you're good at. Cool. give it all you got, crush it. Maybe some days there's exercise that you really struggle with, that you really need to kind of slow down with and focus on the technique and really focus on how you move. Perfect. Focus on that and get better at that movement and take your time with it a little bit more, so that way you're able to get stronger, move faster with that technique the next time you go to it, not get injured, and get more results from that individual workout. Number 6 kind of ties into number 5, and that is having different gears. So let's say I told you this. You have 3 workouts you're going to do over the next 3 days. One is a 60-minute workout, one's a 30-minute workout, and one's a 5-minute workout. You are not going to go and push yourself at the same intensity for all 3 of those workouts, because obviously 60 minutes you can't push as hard as you could for the 5 minutes. Obviously for the 30 minutes you can't push as fast, or you might not want to go as slow as a 60-minute workout or the 5-minute workout. So you always want to be able to understand that you have different gears on how fast and how slow you can go. So if you have a 5-minute workout, more than not, depending on what your coach said, what the stimulus of that workout was, it's probably meant to be fast. It's probably meant to get your heart rate up really high, meant to get those muscles burning and see how many reps you can do in a short time frame, whereas the 60 minutes is more so conditioning based. It's more so slower pace, building muscular endurance. Maybe it has like a skill piece in it that kind of slows you down, you have to really think about. So making sure you build out these different gears will make you much more successful and allow you to build a really strong foundation, so you're able to go fast for a really short time, be able to go slow for a really long time. If you just always hit it hard and then die off and then do whatever you can for the rest of the workout, then the only gear you're going to be able to train is that max effort one. But if you're able to kind of just taper it down a little bit and go a little bit slower than that 5-minute time frame pace, but still be able to push hard for the 30 minutes, and then take that down a little bit and then push hard for the 60 minutes, will allow you to be more successful when it comes to whatever time frame the workout is. Now for number 7, and if I had to pick any of these things that were probably the biggest hindrance for a lot of people, it'd probably be this one, and that is not listening to your body. Now, a lot of the other things we mentioned earlier could tie into this thing of you being overly competitive, or you having a commitment level of trying to go 6 or 7 days in 1 week, but you have to listen to your body in order to make sure you are not overdoing it, to make sure you are not overexerting yourself, to make sure you are not on the cusp of injury, and being able to still see that steady progress over the long run. So the biggest thing I see people do is they might get, pretty good at CrossFit. They've been doing it for a couple of years. They start to become really efficient at certain things and get strong and see a lot of results. But then 1 week, they had a really stressful day at work. Or maybe the day before was a killer workout, and they came in and that workout took a lot more out of them than they originally thought it did. And they go, okay, I could typically RX this weight. They start warming up for it, and it just does not look good. It doesn't feel good. They're like, man, I'm really tired today. I have no energy. But they think, okay, in the past, I would typically RX this workout, so I'm going to try to RX this workout today. Listen to your body every single day, and some days your body's meant to just chill out. Some day your body does not want to do as much work. There's a lot of things outside of our time spent in the gym that can have an effect on how well we can do inside the gym. If you have a stressful day at work, that can hinder your body and put a lot of extra stress. Maybe you didn't get a good night's sleep last night because you had a child that was waking up in the middle of the night. There's so many other things that can tie into how well your body is doing and how much recovered you are from previous days, that if you don't listen to that, you can actually be really hurting that one day, and if you try to do too much that one day, it can really cause you to have setbacks, have injuries, hit plateaus, which we want to try to avoid, obviously. Now on the other side of that, maybe you had an absolutely great night of sleep. Maybe you've been eating healthier the past few days. Maybe your work has been really easy the past few days. It has been super stressful. You might be feeling really good. And typically a weight that you might scare you, or a workout that might really kick your butt, you're like, you know what? I feel really good. I'm going to try to go heavier on today's workout than I typically would. I might try to go a bit faster than I typically would. Listening to your body and adjusting your performance based off of how you feel for that day can make a huge difference on how much you see over the long haul. Don't get stuck on past numbers. Don't think that you have to always, be the top gun and have to do your best and have to set that standard for everybody. Listen to your body, do what you can. Some days scale, some days scale up. Just make sure you are listening to your body, and if your body's telling you something, that you listen to what it says. Alright you guys, and there you have it. Those are the 7 things I see that drastically hinder people's performance in the gym, and I highly recommend if any of those things hit home with you, that you implement them right away to notice a huge difference on how much you can progress from here on out. If you guys think I left anything out, please make sure you leave it down below in the comments, as well as which one was most beneficial for you. I'd love to hear it. Also, if you enjoyed this video, again, hit that like button, it helps me out a lot, as well as subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.